Hello, Carola.
Hi.
Welcome to ComoCamp 2025. It's an honor to have you here. And first of all, I would like to thank you personally and thank WPS for continuing to support us as sponsors. And I have to tell this story briefly. You were the company that gave the German DDD community a home to come together for a day and plan the initial first ComoCamp, which was supposed to take place when COVID hit, and then we had to cancel it. And then our Viennese friends, Martin and Daniel, came up with the idea of doing ComoCamp in this beautiful place here.
Yeah.
And I think, I dare say, it has paid off. Your
Yes.
investment has paid off.
Oh. Thank you.
So-
Yes, I'm so happy that it worked out this way, you know.
Yeah. So you did the workshop on domain transformation, which is also...
Domain-driven transformation, actually.
Sorry, domain-driven transformation, which is also a book
Yes.
that you co-authored with Henning. Are we just introducing more buzzwords into legacy systems? Or what is it about?
Well, I don't think that we are introducing buzzwords.
Okay.
Maybe the title of this approach is a buzzword, but we just try to express that we really come from the domain. So this is why we called it domain-driven. And then we wanted to point out that we don't destruct the old system, we don't throw it away, but we transform it. So it's a process, it takes time. And this is where the name for this approach came from. And what we do there came from the work that Henning, myself a little bit still today, and other colleagues are doing when clients call us and they have an old system and they don't know how to go into the future, what to do. Do we keep it? Can we change it? We need help, you know, and this is what we did again and again, and it turned out to be some kind of regular approach in the end.
Okay. So essentially you're suggesting strategies or patterns to
Yeah.
modernize
Yeah.
systems.
We are suggesting steps, you know, first you do this and then this and then this, and we added some knowledge about if the architecture is in a very, very bad condition, you have to do this first and then that, also to help development teams and architects to discuss this with their management, you know, to help them to get the message across. We are following a proper approach. We are not just wanting money and budget to do whatever we like, you know. It's okayish. We even give them grades for the state of their system, you know. We invented an index from 0 to 10 to say, well, this system is really a big ball of mud and this one is already quite good. And depending on this index, Modularity Maturity Index, several different steps has to be taken. And this is something that you can explain to project managers, other architects, the management as well. And this helps a lot, I think, to get forward.
What is your take on the everlasting question of refactor versus rewrite?
I would always start with refactoring because in most legacy systems there is so much business knowledge, logic hidden that it's often very hard to replace that. Of course, if you are using a technology that is really not available anymore, some old G4 language or whatever, you know, then you really have to do something and start from scratch. But if this is Java, I wouldn't suggest it, you know.
Okay.
I would keep the system, I would work on it, I would do something new, like a new front end, and of course start using Kotlin and all that, but I would try to get it into a better shape.
And when you replace a system, then is it a big bang where the new system gets in place?
I hope not. We try to avoid that because, of course, what we all know with a big bang, this is a big bang and everything goes wrong. Of course, a lot of things are hidden. We always talk about shadow IT, the parts that we don't know, the unknown, and all that stuff. So, but on the other hand, I've witnessed some slow piece by piece, step by step approaches, so not a big bang. And the problem there is that you have the feeling that you never finish. And for the users, this is sort of, they say, well, we still have the old system. What are you doing? You know, where's the new stuff? And all this, and you want to change as well the organization. And when the old software is still partly there, this gets difficult. So there are drawbacks in this agile replacement as well that have to be clear, discussed, and you know, the expectations need to be clarified before for everybody. So everything has advantages and drawbacks. It's always like that.
And speaking about collaboration, we have collaboration with your clients. You have collaborations within the teams in your company that do the actual magic.
Yeah.
Which one is more important to you? Which one is more challenging to you?
I don't think that I can sort of put it on clients or colleagues, you know. This is for me, it's rather what kind of humans are there, what talents do they have, how far have they gotten in their life about introspective, and you know, how much do they know about themselves, what kind of environment am I in a group, is there a sense of being human, being gentle, helping each other, or is there some kind of politics going on? So I don't think, I mean, of course, in my company I was able to create a different kind of setting, being together. So if you ask me that with my colleagues, everything is much easier than with any client. But on the other hand, you ask me what is my interest, and then of course these situations where something goes wrong and I learn something about myself, they are also very interesting.
I find it very interesting. The more Como I do, the more Como I discuss, the more important for everybody the human factor seems to be. So after all, maybe it's more a human business than a technology business.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing your insights.
Thanks
for being here.
It's a great pleasure.
I sincerely hope that you keep supporting us and that you come back next year. Maybe you have a short piece of advice for the viewers with regards to ComoCamp 2026.
Yeah, well, if you want to experience a conference where you don't know what's happening before, and you will meet a lot of people very engaged, very open, with a lot of knowledge, then you should come here, because it's great, you know. Around every corner there's someone with knowledge, with something to tell you. Everybody wants to talk to you. Come here.